Hey family, what's going on? Klaus here, and welcome back to Minecraft Survival, aka Surcraft, here on 1.16. And guys, last time we got to fixing up these pathways, and you guys can probably tell, but I did actually flatten this particular spot, terraformed it, made it nice, made it pretty, and I was making sure that my mod wasn't turned on, but anyway, yeah, so I went around after I ended last episode and I added all of these pathways for the entire village. And so as you can see, like I've got pathways leading up to my library and around the back. And of course, these buildings where there's two doors, I put a pathway all the way around it. I didn't bother putting down flowers and stuff. I figured the villagers would take care of that. I also added this pathway that goes down to our observatory where all of our maps are. So there is that. I'm just giving you guys the quick tour here. I like how clean it is. I like how the center of town kind of feels like the center of town because these pathways are kind of drawing it all together. We have these paths that are kind of splitting off, going to each house. I cleaned up all the different farm fields. By the way, I do have this farm because it is like built specifically, you know, it's on purpose, right? It's a square. Keep going down in this direction and you can access this farm. There is a mushroom inside my melon farm, sugarcane, you know, just everything. And then on this far side over here, you got my kelp farm and everything. So I'm just gonna give you guys a tour. This is where all the pathways ended up. Now there were some paths that went off in that direction, so I did fix them. And if I go over to my old house, let me see if I can remember exactly where that is here. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So over here, you guys see in front of my old house, I've got these nice circle paths with this nice tree in the middle and everything. I did not plant that tree, by the way. That tree was already there. Every once in a while, I allowed a tree to be growing in the middle of a pathway because it wasn't annoying or anything. I had this path going up to my old mine. I also had the path going up to the, you know, the nether portal. And then, of course, we have the path going up to the church, which, since it's got a front door and a side door, I have paths going up to all them. So, yeah, this is what I have done off camera. And honestly, it didn't take very long. It was kind of fun to do. And, you know, just a fun experience. Now, is the Fletcher over here or is the Fletcher over here? I believe, yeah, this is where the Fletcher is. Okay. So, guys, today we're going to be talking about doing some redstoning. You guys know that I am not the best redstoner. In fact, I did my very first redstoning a couple of weeks ago. I was on this build and I saw the daylight sensor and I thought that's kind of cool, like being able to turn on lights with whether or not the sun is up. And so if I right click this, you guys can see that I have designed a lighting system, and you can see all the lights are turned on. These are redstone lamps, and the way these things are made, by the way, you go in, get rid of that, you click here, and you just have glowstone surrounded by redstone dust. You get a redstone lamp. And so I started with just like a fake, like a faux path, just experiment with how this would work. And so today, guys, we're going to be building as much of this as we can within the time allotted, and then I'm going to build this all the way around. But here's the thing, with the system that I've put together, I can run this entire thing off of a single daylight sensor. All right, so I'll show you guys what I mean, but first let's right click that. You guys can see now it's turned off. And if I right click that, it is now turned on. So it works indefinitely. So let me show you how it works. And then we're gonna have to build it that way and then into the village. But first I wanna build it here just to finish the, kind of like the explanation part. So basically what I have here, guys, is the daylight sensor's over there because I just don't want it, I don't want to be able to see it. Okay, I wanted it to be off a little bit, and it needs to be kind of at the foot of a hill, and I'll explain why in just a moment. But it's also, if you look, it's lined up at the center of my path. So I actually have the wire underneath the center, and it jets off on either side. Now, you guys know, if you're redstoners, that it can't, the redstone signal won't last forever. And so I have used repeaters to extend the signal. And so you should be able to see them. I'm not sure where they are exactly, but let me just, first of all, let me do 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so there's 3 blocks in between each one. This is basically out of necessity, but it's also by design. So all I have to do is count I've already ran the cable underneath. Now I throw in a dirt and another dirt and then a lamp, and it should just turn on outright. Now, if it doesn't, that means there's a problem. But I think that we're gonna be just fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and slap that down. There we go. Lamp, and there we go. So these are all supposed to be 3, 4. These should, technically, all should be really straightforward and easy to do because they've already been wired in here. But what about when it's not wired yet? Well, I have come up with the solution to that. It's really quite simple, where all you have to do is you dig underneath the center of the path, and there we go. Nice. It actually worked out good because the path will turn. Actually, wait a minute. Oh, the path should actually be here, but because this is so narrow, it'll be a two-way path. Anyway, so that's essentially the easiest way to describe inputting or putting in this pathway. But that's already if the whole thing is set up appropriately. So the question now is, what do you do with just a raw thing? I haven't dug around at all in this place. So allow me to demonstrate installing one of these lights on a pathway that has not been messed with yet. So I'm going to get into the middle, okay? And then I'm just going to dig toward the part that already exists, okay? Here it is right there. So that means that if I keep going in that direction, that's going to put me in the, basically inside the house. So I'm just going to break this so I can see where I'm at. Okay, there's the repeater right there, which means I bet you, and this is kind of experimental, you kind of have to feel your way through for this part. But I bet you, if I were to put down a redstone and then a repeater, which I've got to get through here. There we go, it lights it up, nice. And every single repeater that you're able to put in gives you another 15 blocks of signal, which is pretty dang awesome. So now that I've got the beginnings set up, I'm gonna back up a little bit. And remember, there are stairs here, so I don't necessarily need the lights along the stairwell, but I could put them there. So I guess here, 1, 2, because it starts to go down at the next one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, this is number 5. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as you can see, I have now exposed the path block, which is not gonna work. That is ugly. So let's start going down from here, okay? And I don't remember how far down it goes, but it goes down a little ways. So let's go. I'm gonna need my pickaxe here. And this is my very first attempt, really, at redstoning. I've never been super good at it, and I've never tried, to be honest with you. But it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool figuring out how it works. Let's see how far down I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that makes it easy. Seems like I'm running a theme on 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I go down one more, I should be on the right level. There we are. All right, so if I just dig this out for a little ways, I'm gonna figure out where I want my lights now. And hopefully nothing spawns down here. That'd be really annoying. I think the only things that would be maybe a zombie or maybe a creeper. I don't know. So let's figure out where we want our lights, and I'll figure out what to do with the actual pathway going forward. All right, so I've got the lights there. I don't necessarily need them in this corner because I've already got these lanterns. So what if I split the difference and put this in the very middle? What if I were to put one on the top here, like right there, or maybe right there? If I put one right there, then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks. So let's put it on the 4th. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So right here will be the mark. Okay. So now let's bring our dirt over, of course, with our redstone signal. Just like so. And I'm a little confused actually about something. Hold on. Oh, this is a 4x4. Oh, okay. Some of this is 4 deep and some of it's 3. It doesn't really matter. It was just confusing me how far I had to dig to get to the middle. That's because there's technically 2 blocks in the middle on this path, but with our description or example, there was only one block in the middle. Also notice now our lights have turned off. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna right click the daylight sensor to put it back in normal mode, and now the lights will be back on. And I do this because I need to know that it's actually working. So not a mystery there. So let's do this. Hopefully we don't run out of signal. Nice. All right, so it's gonna extend all the way across on both sides. That's awesome. Yep. And also, I haven't tried to break one of these with a non-silk touch pickaxe. I haven't tried. I'm afraid to try, so I'm just not going to. Okay, so redstone, dirt, lamp. Nice. All right, so we get 2 lights now. I'm gonna put the grass on top, and there we go. That's nice. I like that. So if I wanted the next one to be right here, then I'm gonna basically do the exact same thing. I'm gonna dig down until I can see the wiring, which should be right there. Okay, so if I wanted to bring the wire over, I'm pretty sure... this is actually gonna be a little bit of a challenge because we have this here. I mean, it's not gonna be a problem, I guess. It's just getting the wiring up here is gonna be a problem. Can I use the... Here, let's think this through here. Maybe I'm overthinking this a little bit. I mean, I just need to get the wire to go there, but the problem is that the lamp wants to be at this level there, right there. But then there's a space, and there has to be redstone coming in on this block here, basically 2 blocks below the lamp. So technically, I need the lamp to be here, and I need the redstone to be here. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that to work, because if this is empty, then we're going to be able to see underneath. You know what I'm saying? So I might have to get a little bit fancy with this part, just to make it work. Because we got this here. I mean, if I come in from the side, maybe I can come in from the side. This might work better. Let's just chop these babies out. And remember, it has to come in from this level. So let's take the redstone signal. And I'm gonna bring it down a block now. Excuse me. I'm gonna bring it down a block now. And it has to stay on this level. So let's crank it on over. Bring it around. And probably block these up. And then redstone here. Okay, and then let's do the exact same thing that we were doing. There we go. So we have the path block. I mean, the light, it's up here. It's not as high as I would like it to be. So maybe I should back it up and put it on this corner, which means there'd be 1, 2, 3 blocks, and then a lamp, and then 1, 2, 3 blocks, and then the wall. So yeah, let's back it up a little bit. I kind of liked how it was tall, but it won't work with this particular setup. So let's go ahead and take this out. And this actually shouldn't be that big of a deal. The problem, though, actually, it won't be a problem. I was about to say the problem is the fact that actually it's not going to work. Yeah, see how that see how the redstone, let me show you. See how the redstone is pointing in that direction and not this direction? That means that I actually have to come in from right here. See, redstoning, it's definitely a trial and error thing. It's not something that's super straightforward, but it's fun. I mean, I've actually genuinely enjoyed like figuring out how this should go, and it's been fun. So anyway, let's go ahead and put that down. There we are, and it lit up, which is a great sign. That's awesome. So now let's do one on this side, and it shouldn't be that hard because we've already done it once. Maybe we'll have to terraform this a little bit to cover some stuff up. Yeah, so the signal has to come from this direction. Okay. So let's grab our redstone, slap it down. And actually this might work out perfect. Bam. There we go. All right, so we got some lights. Basically on the top level. That worked out nicely. All right, so I want the next lights to be in the middle. So if this is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then number 6. So there's no center point necessarily. So let's say I'm gonna put a light right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so the middle one, 1, 2, 3, is right there. Now again, the light basically has to come, it's basically sunk in. It has to be sunk in. So I may end up doing something a little bit different for the one that has to be here. Maybe put like a, I don't know, like a lever or something underneath it. Let's go ahead and do that because connecting it, wiring up the way I want to is not working out for me. So I'm just gonna make a couple of these levers. I want to, yeah, so right here, this is where I want that light to be. So we're gonna knock that out. Problem though, we're gonna be able to see that space from underneath. Let me think about this for a second. If it's under, if it's actually like, well, it doesn't matter where the space is gonna be, it's gonna be underneath. Well, is it a terrible idea to just have that like that? Is that really that bad? I don't think it's really that bad. Or, you know, I could keep the ground lined up the right way and just put the lever on the top. Just like that. And it's kind of designy. I don't know. I might hate that. I might be okay with it. We'll see. I never really know, guys. I never really know until I'm like, you know, I've done it and then I'm past it. But there we go. So we have these lights, and then now let's put in the lights down by the path. Now I think I've cut through this far. I don't remember now. I may not have. Oh, I have. Okay, but the thing I haven't done is brought the signal down here. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to chop these out for sure. I did break that signal, so that's not gonna work. Okay, so I have to bring the signal down. And I'm probably about to lose signal, to be honest. We can only go 15 blocks. It's not very far. But I do want it to be flat before I put the signal enhancer on there. So yeah, let's actually put the repeater right here, because it's going to go straight forward and cut across. So I'm going to chop through and get behind it. Kind of would like to use my Silk Touch pickaxe there. Okay. And repeater, you bro, can go right there. Very good. Okay, so the stone down. Where's my dirt? There's my dirt. All right, and now we're back to business. Okay, it's gonna go ahead and preemptively chop that out, but let's go ahead and set these up, and then this will work the exact same way the other ones did. Bam! Nice, look at that, it's still lit up, that's awesome. And then we're definitely gonna have to fill this hole in, because this is not gonna, well, it may have worked, I don't know. Still getting used to this whole redstoning concept. And there we go. All right, so just in the course of this episode, I'm not sure I like that. But just during the course of this episode, we have added quite a few lights. And it's absolutely awesome. So what I'm gonna do now, guys, is kind of take a moment, plan the route, and we're gonna add a few more lights, probably prioritizing going toward the library, because I don't know, I like the library. All right, I have a plan. Every single, uh-oh, what happened? Oh, okay, I wasn't recording, but for like 2 minutes, and I forgot that these things were independent from the rest of the system. Yeah, so for whenever it gets dark, to make sure it's still working, I have to come over here and smack this. Now, the other option, I guess, would be to put down a redstone torch and, you know, X this thing just temporarily. Bam, and that way it always is working, and then I can put the daylight sensor back on there whenever I'm ready. But the plan that I came up with was just follow nature, right? Just do what comes natural, as long as I keep my spacing every 4 blocks. And I guess I should explain kind of why it has to be 4, just for you guys' information. So here's what we got, guys. We have a redstone, and then we have blah, 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 and then we have blah, 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 right? And this is essentially the setup that we have here, but I've set it up to where there's only a space of 2. Remember, we have a space of 3, and actually a space of 2 works. Interesting, but a space of obviously a space of 1. Ooh, a space of 1 would work too. What am I thinking? What changed? We could do it as far apart or as close together as we want. Oh, you know why? I think I chose to do 3 apart for a particular reason. Let me explain why. Okay. So, redstone lamps can make more light than a torch can. Torches can light up to 7 blocks out in one direction. These things can do 8. If my measurements are right, if I'm wrong or whatever, don't kill me in the comments, but it's just that the redstone lamps seem better than the torches. And so I thought, well, if they can go out 8, then if I put them half of that and I put them every 4, then their circles will overlap and I'll have a really, really solid anti-spawning area around the pathway. That's the only reason. The wiring's not that big of a deal. Obviously, you can't put them... You can put them as close together as you want with this particular system. I am choosing to have a spacing of 3 per light. Okay, that wasn't quite as technical as I was expecting it to be because I realized that my thinking was wrong. But okay, so let's go 1, 2, 3, and 4. I don't think I've dug the main thing yet. I mean, this is it here. All right, so the way to do this and to do the least amount of like head scratching in the middle of it is, how far am I actually? How far am I going? 1, 2, okay, so 1, 2, 3. So I'm actually on the 3rd. I'm actually here, 1, 2, 3. This is where I'm at under there. So if I keep going all the way to the end, I'm gonna go and take this torch out temporarily. And you know what? I'm gonna place it down right there just for now. All right, and I'm gonna dig, because it's like a weird curve. There's not that many of these weird curves. I'm just gonna dig this thing straight, okay? So 1, 2, 3, I'm just gonna dig this straight and it's going to connect with the existing pathway just like this, okay? And then now I'm gonna make sure I'm actually in the middle somewhere. So what if I did something like this, and now I can chop out this entire path to a point. Now, if I was using F3 and looking at coordinates, this would be really, really easy, but it isn't. So I'm basically going to go diagonal all the way to here, okay? Right here. I want a light to be here. So I'm gonna chop down. I'm going to ignore that spot. I'm just gonna go diagonal until I meet up with my existing path, okay? I'm making a lot of room down here. I guess I don't necessarily have to have all this room, but you know, it doesn't hurt, right? So now I've got it all the way to this corner, and now I can get up top and pick my spacing, and it'll work out perfect because I've already done all this. So let's go ahead and do that, and I can move this out here. Yeah, there we go. And put in my lamp. There we go. Okay. And then I like to put the dirt back if I can. There we are. And then of course this one will be lined up with it. And like I said a minute ago, I'm gonna let nature handle it. I'm gonna let the natural curvature of the pathway determine where my lights are. So if I have a straight line, I'm always gonna put it every 4. Okay. If it curves, then I'll just deal with it however way makes most sense. So let's go ahead and do the easy one first. This is going to be the straight line. And of course, I have to extend my my power network. And I'm pretty sure I'll need a repeater here soon, but not quite like super soon. There's that. And then technically, if I'm just keeping these lined up, I would put this one right here to continue to go with the flow. Okay. Hope my signal doesn't run out. So that's the worst. Whenever you're so close, but your signal runs out, that's a terrible experience. All right, and then we have this one here. So let's go ahead and drag this one across. And I have run, oh, okay. I was about to say, I've run out of redstone. This is the end of the world, but we're doing okay. I'm probably gonna need to put a repeater soon. But there we go. So that is that. Now, where should the next one be, you think? We have this one here, 1, 2, 3. I mean, technically, this should be the spot, but because we have these here, I think that this one should actually be the spot, the next spot. Nice. All right, and so I can technically fill in the rest of this because I'm gonna drag the signal across like so, and it's going to kind of zigzag. And I'm really curious to see if I've still got signal. I do not. That's what I thought. Let's try to break a lamp without silk touch and see what happens. It works! Oh, hallelujah! Okay, here, let's go ahead and put a repeater right here. Right here. Can I turn this? I want to turn it. Here. Just like so. Slap this back down. And there we are. Okay, so we got the signal and it will continue right out the gate. Very good. I love these repeaters. As soon as I realized what they were for, I was like, huh, that's brilliant. Okay, anyway, can I put that there and it'll turn? Yeah, it'll turn. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Nice. All right, and then 1, 2, 3. I should probably put the next one on this line. I kind of feel like no, that's a little close. Let's put this one in the middle, or I mean on the right-hand corner. And I've kind of, since I didn't dig this one beforehand, I've kind of got a guess on where to go here. Okay, so keep bringing it across, and I'm going to make this one super simple. So let's fill in these spots here. Okay. So I think probably by this point you guys have a grasp of what I'm doing. It makes sense, doesn't it? And honestly, hold on. Yeah, this is a 3x3. I should probably run the line down the middle here. Let's go 2 over. And let's adjust this signal a little bit, okay? Yeah, so this is it. So 1, 2. So this is the center. Let's find the signal. Let's bring it around, okay? Hopefully I don't run out of signal. I think I've got a pretty strong signal. You start to kind of be able to tell based upon the color of the redstone. I think that worked. Nice. Okay, cool. So, I have done that. So now I need to figure out where I want my next one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess technically the base of this step is where we should go. And then we got to start going uphill from there. So 1, 2, 3. I mean, I kind of want to put one there and another one there. If I put one there, I think I can make that work as far as the wiring goes. The middle would be the easiest, but there's a path going across in that direction, so technically this one would be the best option. So let's go drop down like so. And then I'm gonna connect with the rest like that. There we go. All right, and then, wasn't really paying attention here. Yeah, so I need to start going up from this line. So let's start going upwards, and it goes up twice, doesn't it? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so yeah, because this is on a hill, I've actually got to come in. That's actually not going to work here. I might have to loop the signal around because I can't be having a dirt block, a normal block here, because otherwise you could see through it. So, here, so I can see. I'm going to figure this one out first because I believe the lower one's going to actually be a lot easier. So let's loop the signal around like so, okay? So it's going to be like so, do-do-do. And then... Okay, I may or may not actually have signal now. Let's see. Looks like I don't. And it's a little short. Oh, geez. But I can't go any taller, so I guess that's just how it's gonna have to be. So they always have to be sunken into the surrounding area, otherwise it's gonna look funny. So maybe I should do it right here. If I do it right here... Well, that one's really close too. I really don't have a choice, do I? Yeah. Alright. So we've gone around a funny direction. We didn't really have to do all that. Like I said, guys, this is a brand new experience for me trying to do this. Alright, so if this is going to be here, that means I've got grass there, and the signal can come around just like so. So let's put in our redstone. Just like that, alright, and put the dirt in there too. Yeah, so you notice it's going in that direction and not that direction. Can I like right click this and change how it's turning? No. See, that's what I thought. So I actually do have to come in kind of from an angle. But I've got no signal now because my signal ran out. So I've got to put on another repeater. Yay. All right, so let's put one right there. Oh, I can't do that because it's got to actually be on a flat surface. So maybe we could put it right here. There we go. All right, and it is now lit. That's awesome. Okay. So, I've got to have all of this be dirt, which it will be. Got to get in there so I can actually grab everything that's mine. And, I've got to guess on how to get out of here without destroying stuff. There we go. Okay, that worked out nicely. Okay, that's connected. I guess I'll connect this one, and it's going to be the traditional way, since it's at the foot of the hill. Slap that down. Dirt. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Was not too bad. And that's not gonna work. Hold on, let me slap that down. There we go. Okay, connected textures, everything is looking good. Again, I wish I could get it to go there. But there's no way to do it, to be honest. I mean, is there a way? Okay, let me think about this for a second. I came in from up here. So if I wanted it to be up there, what would I have to do? I mean, I feel like I could probably pull it off. Let me just think about it for a second. Let me pull this out. Pull this out and place that there. Okay, and then if I put a piece of dirt, see, for some reason the signal's not carrying through. What did I do? Because it's not circling around. There's a reason why I didn't do this a minute ago, but I can't remember now what it was. So I'm just gonna make the same mistake twice. How about that? Did that work? It did work. All right then. That's better. That is so much better. Okay, cool. So it's the steps and stuff that throw me off, but as soon as I really get a good grasp of what I'm doing, it's actually not that bad. There we go. There's one more, and can I put this? Because this is clearly a lower level. I could probably make it uniform. You know, put a light there, and then put the lamp right here, and just kind of do this the same way I did the other one. You know? It'll work. And I've got to get out of here some way. There we go. All right, nice. See? The steps are kind of confusing, but I think I'm starting to really understand how this works. So 1, 2, 3. I could probably do it here, but I definitely actually want to put the next one right here. This is a 3x3, right? So let's go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, yeah. 1, 2, 3. I should be able to connect with the existing network pretty close to here. Yeah, there it is right there. Nice. That dirt down. Oop, nope. As cool as that would be, that's too expensive. Yeah, if this was all like a flat, if this was all flat, that'd be awesome, but it's not, so. All right, there we go. That's a good spot for that. And then if I wanted to, I could put this one... Honestly, I think right here is the best spot for that. So I'm gonna put these down just to cover it up. And the signal is right there, okay. Nice. What do you think, buddy? This is all about this is about village don't walk away from me. It's all about village beautification, right? Can I put it there? What would stop me from putting it in right there? I'd have to come in from underneath the house, which isn't the end of the world. I would just have to find where it is now, bring it in and bring it around. I've also got to grab my redstone. So I'm out of redstone. I might not have any more left, to be honest with you. And I just realized that with that other scene, we're over that 30-minute mark. So here's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm going to end it here as soon as I do this one that I'm focused on doing. And then I'm gonna do the rest off camera because, as you can tell, it's quite complex. I highly suggest you guys give this a try in your own worlds, though. And the reason why is because it's going to be super cool whenever I do my, whenever I flip the switch, okay? Whenever I flip the switch, it's going to be super cool. There we go. See that? Isn't that pretty? That's beautiful. So, I would like to do a flip the switch thing where I set up like a redstone chain that goes up and I get real high and then flip the switch and then you could see all these lights turn on all the way, all over the village because it's all connected to the same network. I'm excited about that. I'm looking forward to making that happen, but for now, you guys saw, it did about 30 minutes to do all of these. How many did we do in 30 minutes? A decent amount. And again, now that I've done it a couple of times, I bet you I can get this to work. I mean, the problem is... Well, okay, hold on a second. I've got an idea. While I'm here, I know this is gonna be a longer video, but if I get the redstone signal to come in from right there, then... okay, so it's got to come in from behind. Hold on. I'm thinking it through. We got to find where it is. There it is, right there. Perfect. Bring it around. So I'm going to make it go up. And in. Got it. Nailed it. And it doesn't even look that bad either. It's actually like connected well. Now this one may be a bit of a challenge. There's like nothing going on right there. But a little bit of terraforming and I'll be able to do that one the same way. Now that this one's connected to the network, I'm feeling more confident. I knew there was a way to do this one. This one, a little bit more difficult. Just because the wires take up an entire block. It's really crazy. But yeah, guys, you know what? I kind of want to just try what I was talking about earlier. Can I see it from here? I kind of can. I can kind of see it. You see that? If I flip that, it turns off. And then I put the torch back down. You can see it. I wish I could see it turn on and off. I mean, you can if you're standing there at sunset or sunrise, but other than that, it's going to be it's going to be a challenge. But I love how it's all connected. I love how it's so sleek. And yeah, I think this one might have to come here. We'll see. That one might have to come here, and that one might have to be moved. I'm going to have to work through this throughout the entire village. And it's a very large village. So I may or may not do it all. I may decide only to do, you know, the pathway that leads up from the center to my house with this fancy light. And then do, you know, some standard, like, you know, some standard lights that aren't all connected, all fancy for the rest. You guys let me know in the comments what you guys think. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily gaming videos. Let me know also in the comments if you guys are going to try this out yourself, if you haven't already. A little bit of redstoning, and it is, it's fun. I actually really enjoy it. So yeah, that's all from me. Remember that I love each and every one of you, and I will see you all again next time.